Hi Libra, welcome to your Taroscope June 23. Wow, Libra, very social, you guys, incredibly social, don't like doing your own thing too much, although I think that, you do have the ability to detach when you need to, but you're not going to have an awful lot of time to do that, because I feel that career, excuse me, your career opportunities to make money in some way seems to be coming in from another direction, and it may well be that we're looking at how we can enhance that, what we can actually do with the money when we get it. Whoa, thank you, I want to pop them back because there's too many, but I do feel that that's where you're at, so it's finding that balance, being able to get away, do what you need to do. Fair bit of travel on the agenda, I think, for you guys as well as we're going forward. But then again, it is the summertime, so we Brits, we like to get off and do what we want to do. So I'm feeling quite positive. Let's have a little look and see where we're going. I want to stop now. Wow. The Knight of Swords, this is a Gemini energy. Alright, there's a duality around that. Okay. Moon energy. Can't be in two places at the same time. Wow, death energy, that's very interesting as well. Walking away from restrictions. You've got new beginnings, new opportunity here. I actually feel that you Libra, I think this is about finances. Wow. Two of Cups, relationship, movement. This is a broad energy, is interesting enough. Travel. Star, unexpected opportunities coming in towards you guys as well. Wow. Legal. Alright, so contractual agreements, guys. So let's have a little peep. Okay. I've got Two of Cups on the table. Emotional, but again, when I'm looking at these cards collectively, it's saying to me that I'm more geared to earning money. What we're actually going to do with it can link with legal contracts and relationships, in as much as you could be working with somebody else. There could be somebody coming forward that's going to offer you something else. It could involve travel across water as well, guys, or movement around on a national level. If we're acquiring work and maybe we've got to basically commute more for longer periods of time, could well be that, guys. I'm sorry, just gotta let my cat out, apologies, sorry about that, gotta let my cat out, otherwise it's going to be windy the whole time. So again, Two of Cup energy, Knight of Wands, Two of Cup, I like it, decent balances. I just feel as if, yeah, when I look at it, I'm thinking, ooh, there could be this. Two of Cups for me talks about agreements, yes. It can talk about relationship energies, but because I'm beginning this with the Knight of Swords, so this sort of movement into it, and this Gemini, I think it's more contractual, actually. So I think it is to do with work. Right, so let's see what the others bring out for us. I'm going to move that on a little bit so you can see that. Okay, let's have a little look. Temperance, Sagittarius, guys. Sagittarius, Temperance energy. Okay, Patience and Sag. Wow, Ace of Swords, massive, breaking through something here. Alright, you've got opportunities. There's definitely opportunities here, guys. I think this is something new. Wow. King of Pentacles again, finance. Sorry for all you Librans that were hoping for a little bit of love, right? But this is suggesting that Eight of Cup energy is that we're walking away from something with this, but there is actually no looking back. So again, yeah, I mean, I could go with emotional entanglements, and I know there's probably loads of Libras out there that were hoping I was going to talk about your personal life, but either way, if you take the whole reading as a whole and then drop that into context. So again, this sort of level of duality can't be in two places at the same time, or we're split between what we really want and what we've actually got going on, certainly with that. But it is for me about agreements. Okay, moon energy, I feel with this moon energy that, particularly with this full moon that we've got coming up in Sagittarius, again that opens up massive gates with regards your ability to learn more, right, on some levels as well, or discover more. But again, it can talk about, because I've got the link here, right, it can actually talk to me about property, whether or not that's property abroad, whether or not we're looking to expand property. And of course, Jupiter energy in Taurus does talk about finances, so that's good, okay, with this Sag down here. But it is through your own effort. Ace of Swords can take me down an avenue that deals with a level of litigation, but Ace of Sword energy does talk to me about cutting through a lot of slack, cutting through anything that's been prohibitive as far as your progress is concerned. So, King of Pentacles, well, Libra, if it is that you are sort of got this involvement that we can't ultimately sever from, that's all going to change. Okay, we've got unexpected opportunities, Aquarius, with this Star card around contractual stuff. So I'm pretty convinced that we're waiting on something. Now, I can't remember what we talked about last month, but I think a lot of us are still working through this. It's like we've had Pluto in Aquarius for a couple of months now, well, almost 3, because he's going to start moving back into Capricorn. Do you know, I'm not sure if it's the 11th or the 17th. I'm really sorry, guys, I haven't got the charts up. But this is telling me that this month it's going to make that shift. So initially we're going to have this slow sort of move back into a less sort of chaotic period. And when I say that, it sounds like, everybody's had a hard time. No, not really. I just think that that's where we all are at the moment. We never quite know what's coming around the corner. And that's what happens with Aquarian energy. It's very left field. And what comes with that, I believe, with this full moon for you guys is opportunity. So it's like financially gaining expansion, but obviously there's work needs to be done by that, unless of course you gifted it. And this death energy does talk to me about it. Well, I've got to be honest, it can talk to me about so when I'm looking for inheritance in some way, or it may well be that this is a retirement energy, or maybe you've got an increase in the pensions, or there is some sort of increase. But when I'm looking at this with this moon and death energy, it is talking to me about things ultimately coming to fruition. And any restriction around a sort of relationship, I mean, this could also take me down avenues again. I say it earlier, I say it again, property. Alright, so some of you guys might want to move, some of you guys might want to build a new house. Whatever this energy is around, it is about progression, money, work, finances. And at this point down here, we are ultimately walking away from whatever it was that we were emotionally bound to. And or when I say emotionally bound, we can get that little maggot in the head, can't we, that eats us away, thinking, gosh, am I going to be able to get this? Can I do this? When is that going to be? When am I going to get the green light, basically? And I think that that's what this is all about, guys. And even though you do bring this interesting king, in fact, he's the only court card on the table. Oh, no, I beg your pardon, we have got this knight. That's the very beginning. This king energy, I think it's about money. I think that's what we need to do. It may well be that we've been spending quite a lot, or we've already spent it before we actually get it. So we need to be aware of that, particularly so with Jupiter being in Taurus, of course, because Taurus is dosh. it is money, but we also need to recognise it's Venus ruled. So again, yeah, what do we really want to do? If we're not happy with what we're doing, we're already making plans, but it may well be that there is a slight restriction. And if that is legal, guys, if you are waiting on work permits, or if you're waiting on any sort of litigation or legal, there is this releasing, I feel, with this death energy. Alright, so yeah, money again. Money again for you Librans. Alright, but you're definitely going to find your balance, so let's have a little look. And I'm just going to pull 2 out, guys, for you. This, ooh, thank you. It's chosen for me. I cannot believe it. Again, moving away from restrictions. I feel, looking at this, it could well be, wow, Chariot energy. Yeah, you know, we're moving away from that, and then we've got this Chariot energy coming forward. So it's almost like when those restrictions are released, ultimately we can move forward with gusto. So this is really good. Yeah, wow. I just brought that 3rd one because I just wanted a little bit more for me as well. This is positive news with this Page of Rods, but again, work. So a lot of you may be thinking, am I going to retire, or am I going to begin, or can I afford to retire? Alright, that's an issue, especially with these property energies. But I do feel that there is a releasing of that tension. You are all on it. It is about money this month, I'm afraid, again. But you're definitely going in the right direction, and certainly with Jupiter, there's some really good opportunities for you. Alright, I hope that's helped you, Libra. And if you were happy with that, please click like, please click share. It makes a massive difference. And I want to say a huge shout out to the 260 odd of you now who do subscribe to the channel. It means an awful lot to me, and I really appreciate it. It gives my heart a little lift every time I see another subscriber. So please join me again for July. I'm sending you love, guys. Take it easy, Libra. Bye now.